This issue of Filler is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com.
Welcome to Filler. I'm your documentarian, Nick. Stay puffed, Bach. Today we gleam into the avenging eyes of Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill, also known in some circles, mostly mine, as the horse-faced Thor, has been confusing readers since his inception half a year after my birth in 1983. Not sure you need to know that, but whatever. Created by Walt Simonson, Beta Ray was intended to be a formidable monster that turns out to be a misunderstood hero. Having suffered the loss of nearly his entire race due to an exploding galaxy, Beta Ray and the remaining Corbinites flee in a series of warships that are being led by a sentient shuttle called the Scuttlebutt. While moving through our solar system, S.H.I.E.L.D. asks the original Asgardian to investigate and, when the ship detects the magic of Thor, fears it as a threat similar to the force that destroyed their galaxy and begins to attack. The ship revives the Corbinite champion Beta Ray Bill, who is a scientifically augmented chosen leader. Thor and Bill fight to a standstill as the ship moves ever closer to Earth's orbit. Upon reaching our planet, Thor loses his mighty hammer and reverts back to the mortal form his father cursed him to. Bill, on the other hand, finds the shell of Mjolnir and activates the mighty weapon, thusly gaining the powers of Thor along with his cool armor, and effectively becomes the first non-Asgardian capable of lifting the hammer. Confusing Bill for Thor, Odin teleports him to Asgard and, when realizing the mistake, teleports his son as well. The All-Father then decides to have the two battle to the death for the rights to wield the hammer, as any good father would. Once again, Beta Ray Bill and Thor Odin's son battle and knock each other out. But Bill is the first to rise from his flight of exhaustion and is proven to be the worthy owner of Mjolnir. Bill, however, does not let Thor die by means of slipping into the lava, but still needs the hammer to help his people. Odin All-Father, also known in some circles, mostly mine, as Odin Bastard Dad, says, "Oh, by the way, I have another hammer of equal strength and power that happens to be lying around here somewhere. I suppose I can give it to you." And with a pointless deathmatch aside, Beta Ray Bill becomes the new owner of Stormbreaker, which is good because it's easier to say than Bjork. Anywho, it is learned that Scuttlebutt's fear of Thor stems from a truth. The exploding galaxy was caused by Surtur, the fire demon. Learning this, Beta Ray agrees to join the Asgardian attack against the fire demon and his armies on the Earth Force front. He also stays on Earth and participates in several other great battles which have left readers wondering how this was helping his people. So, Beta Ray takes a vacay and travels to his people's new home world that was set up behind the panels and faces off against an old adversary and Beta Ray Bill's predecessor, Alpha Ray. Marvel has been known for their terribly original names. As Alpha Ray is defeated, the planet-consuming entity Galactus rears his ugly hat and destroys the planet and its inhabitants. Bill nearly dies and is left floating through space. Scuttlebutt, the name that keeps getting funnier, and yes, I know that Scuttlebutt is an actual thing, finds Beta Ray and saves him along with the Jar of Souls, which I suppose is Corbinite common practice. Galactus, I better put my soul in this jar. The sentient ship whisks the last living Corbinite to the disheveled Asgard, and Beta Ray joins a fight against the demon Astaroth. After that begins the secret invasion storyline, and as that concludes, Beta Ray vows vengeance to Galactus. This is the interesting bit, as it is known that Beta Ray alone cannot defeat the world-consuming being, and devises a maniacal plan. Beta Ray decides to destroy the planets Galactus is set to feed on, and starve the being. This amoral act is reflected in Stormbreaker, as Beta Ray is no longer worthy of wielding it. Still, he moves forward with a plan using alien weaponry, but before he can fire the weapon, he finds Galactus being attacked by another race, a race probably trying to avenge their planet. But for no good reason, Beta Ray decides to save Galactus. I know, right? In reward, Galactus bestows a Corbinite mate for Beta Ray, and with a clear conscience, Stormbreaker returns to his side. Beta Ray continues to act the hero, but fans are still trying to justify his apparent betrayal to his species. I suppose it's okay to commit planetary genocide as long as you can build me abroad when it's all said and done. So that's the rundown on the equestrian conundrum that is Beta Ray Bill. Since he is the first non-Asgardian to lift Thor's mighty hammer, I was hoping his story and his decisions would have been epic. In a way, I suppose they were, saving the creature that destroyed your people. In any case, I do hope to hear more about the horse-faced Thor, and hopefully his guilt for not teaming up with the enemies of Galactus. So once again, I'm Nick saying so long, support your local comic shop, and yes, you have just been filled.